Skip it up and that up. When shit like this happens in the gaming industry, it makes me enraged. I hate when people are cowards. I hate when developers can't take criticism. And I hate when people use the broken copyright laws of the United States in illegitimate ways to their advantage. It bothers me to no end because I've been victim to it before, and I lose my fucking mind. So there's a very popular YouTube guy. You probably heard of him before, named Jim Sterling, Jimquisition. The Jimquisition he has, that's his series on YouTube. And he had a review of an indie game up, a game that was on Steam Greenlight. And that game was a game by a company called Digpex Games called Skateman Intense Rescue. And Jim ripped it a new asshole, okay? He reviewed the game and said it was terrible. And to retaliate, this Digpex Games, because they're sensitive, ass-bleeding cowards, decided to illegitimately throw a copyright claim his way, which is totally wrong because when you review a game, that is like the textbook definition of fair use. So throwing a copyright claim is invalid. But because YouTube, due to the broken copyright system that the States has to shoot first and ask questions later, the video was taken down and now Jim has a copyright strike. Now this Digpex Games is an indie dev company out of Vietnam, all right? And Kotaku actually contacted them to see what the hell happened. And here is their response. Now, it's broken English, so bear with me, but the ass hurt is so strong here. And here we go. It's about time somebody stopped that stupid guy, which the professionalism is oozing here. I seen all his video he is enjoying making money from is from Steam Greenlight, and Greenlight videos are from poor indie guys, or new companies who have little to defend themselves. Almost all of Greenlight projects are still under development. The developers are still working on it. So basically they're crying, "Oh, we're Greenlight games. We're not finished yet. You can't judge us. You can't judge us because we're not a finished product." They go on to say too, "I can't stand people that are using poor, weak developers for money." Now, of course, Jim Sterling refuted this and he disagreed, which I agree with him disagreeing. This is what he had to say. "There is a prevailing belief that indie games, by virtue of their size and budget, are above reproach, and I simply believe that's a bullshit and rather cowardly way of trying to duck criticism. If you're selling a game, you should expect game critics to, criticize it. You're not special, and you certainly don't get to play the 'I'm a poor bullied weakling' card when you're the one wielding takedown strikes to silence people who said things you don't like." Amen, Jim. I cannot stand when anybody, whether it's in the games industry or Fox News or anybody, tries to censor someone else because they don't like what they have to say about them. I can't stand it. I cannot fucking stand you. Digpex Games, you are a bunch of cowards. Let me give you a life lesson, because you're probably young, dumb, like early 20-year-olds who expect everyone to welcome you with open arms and be like, "Oh, you're developing a game. That's so great. We're just gonna, even if it sucks huge dick, we're still gonna love it." Don't use the Greenlight excuse, because here's what Greenlight is supposed to be. Okay? Greenlight is supposed to be people could try out the game. If it has bugs, they could look past the bugs. They know it's an early build, but it still needs to be a good fucking game. They still need to see that there's quality there, and they know over time those bugs will get fixed. Your game, at least I can't see the video and I can't get it anymore. It's not on it's not on Greenlight anymore. Your game just fucking sucked. It wasn't the bugs that made it suck. It was a shitty fucking game. And if you put it out there for the public to try, not everyone is going to love you and say it's great. They're going to tell you like it is. And if it's fucking garbage, it's fucking garbage. Don't be a bunch of bitches and cry about it and walk around with bleeding asses because not everyone's praising you. And not only are you a bunch of sensitive 10-year-old schoolgirls, Digpex, you're stupid. You're stupid. You are developing games in the age of people like PewDiePie, who have made shitty games sell a shit ton of copies. That review from Jim Sterling could have went places, and your game, which sucked, still could have sold. And you would have had the reputation of being a good developer who can deal with criticism, and people would have been like, wow, I bet that game's terrible. And you probably would have gotten sales from it. Who knows? Maybe even PewDiePie would have picked it up from Steam Greenlight and tried it out and made a video about it, and you could have gotten millions of people seeing your game. But instead, you took the cowardly way out because you can't take criticism because you live in your weird little fucking bubble and no one will give a shit about you. And on top of it, because of what you did, no one's going to ever respect you. You should shut down your fucking company and quit because you're going to be known as nothing more than a bunch of bitching cowards who can't take criticism. So here is a word of advice for any young indie dev looking to get into this industry. I'm warning you now. Prepare for criticism. Prepare to be criticized. Prepare for negativity. And if you can't handle that, you're in the wrong business. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. I will never, ever tolerate censorship.